So in my most recent Arc Raiders video, I tested out if you can PvP in duos and trios and still get into friendly matchmaking when you go back into solos. This was one of the new matchmaking updates that the devs have added into Arc Raiders. But today we're going to test out and see if we can play solos versus trios, because a lot of you were asking if that still works. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to test out if you can play solos versus trios, do a lot of PvP, and when you come back into solo lobbies, still have friendly lobbies. So first off, what we got to do here is we got to go find some players just to prove that I am in some pretty friendly lobbies and solos. We got a few players extracting here. Let's go over and see what these guys are doing. They're getting ready to leave. Hello, hello.
Oh, what up?
Good evening, gentlemen. As you can see, everybody's pretty friendly here, just chilling around the extraction, waiting to go. Let's find some more players. Alright, we've loaded into Stella Montes. Let's see if we can find some friendlies. Hello. Good man.
What?
I said hello, hello.
Hello, friend.
Hello. As you can see, we're in some pretty friendly lobbies here in these solos. So let's go down to extraction. If there's one spot we're going to get shot, it's going to be at the extraction by a raft. So let's hang about here for a few minutes and see. Hello, hello. Good evening. As you can see, this is a pretty friendly lobby. Everyone seems pretty sound in this. Nobody's shooting each other. So now it's time to get in and test out a little bit of solo PvP. Alright, we've loaded into solos versus trios. Let's get killing. Guys, super weak over there. Let's see if we can get a nade. I'm going to try throwing a nade from the bottom floor. That's a nice nade. That's a perfect nade. There's two knocked over there. There's two full teams fighting, so we got to be a little bit careful. Good old anvil, still one of the best PvP weapons in the game. Gotta love it. I am being hunted. We must back up and retreat. Alright, fresh new lobby here. See how many more kills we can get this time. That's the main goal here. We're just going to keep loading into new lobbies, getting a couple of kills, going into another one, just until we 100% get put into PvP lobbies. I think we knocked one there. It's a bit dodgy to fight that though. The boys have the room locked down. I think there's a shredder close by as well, so I might just back out of this one. Like ring around the rosy, you gotta be careful there because there is. A few teams out there fighting. We're just gonna wait for one to roll down, then we're gonna peek out with our good old Parente. So after getting a few different PvP kills throughout different solo versus trios games, it was time to hop back into good old solos and see if we're going to be put into PvP lobbies. So it's only right to load back into Stella where we had that little bit of PvP. So let's go see if we can find some players and see what's going on. And see if solos versus trios, if you can go in and PvP in that and then come back into solos and if it works. So let's go find some players here. Okay, let's make our way up. We're in the lobby area. There's bound to be players here anytime soon. I hear a snap hook. Hello, hello. Are you a friendly snap hook? Okay. I hear a little hello in the background there, but I don't. Oh, we're getting shot. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, we're gonna go in again. We're gonna go in again. We're gonna load in again. That was the guy with the snap hook that went behind me there. So maybe solo versus trios doesn't actually work. Well, let's test it out. Let's get back into that lobby here. We're loading into another game, still among this again, to see if we're going to be put into aggressive lobbies and see if we're going to be on PvP servers. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what people think of this, if it is the case that playing solos versus trios will actually get you in full-on PvP lobbies in solos. Not a big fan of it. I think it definitely should be kept the same as the trios lobbies. Nonetheless, let's go find some more players here and see what's going on. First player we found now, that could have just been my luck. You never know, it could have just been my luck. Let's go see if we can find another player here. A few more players. Hello? Okay, this is full on PvP lobbies. Interesting. Hello? Yeah, this is full on PvP lobbies. So it turns out that if you play solos versus trios, no fill. Just solos versus trios, and you go full on PvP in them lobbies, when you go back to solos, you are going to be put into PvP matches. Now, I'm going to just test it 2 more times. I want to test it on Stella again, and then I'm going to test it on another map just to see if that's the case. Because I know Stella can be a little bit crazy at times, nonetheless, no matter what server you're in. I already hear a radar flare going off in the distance. That is not good. Hello? Hello, hello? Okay, this guy seems friendly. Okay, this is friendly. This is somewhat friendly. There's a few friendlies here. This guy just got killed. Hello? What happened? Oh, I see him. It's a rat. It's a rat. No, it's a rat.
Lobby, sorry. I can shoot you once and that's all. That's all.
Why you need to shoot me once?
I just need to be lobby. Hey. I didn't want to kill you.
Interesting. So we're in like mixed lobbies right now. Someone else is after getting killed up here. Yeah, these guys are PvP now here. Let's go out and see. Reach open the door. He's going to be on the other side of this door, so let's see what this guy's doing. He might have got knocked. Alright, let's see. Hello? Hello! Hello, hello, guys! Why are you so aggressive? Ah! I come bearing gifts, please! Please! Hello! I am friendly raider! Hello? Have you been PvPing all day? There does seem to be a lot of PvP going on nonetheless. I still do think this is a PvP lobby. Like, I bet you someone else's flare is going to go off up there. Yeah, there goes another flare, and there's going to be many more. I still think we have gotten put into PvP lobbies. I just think that the PvP lobbies are a little bit mixed up at the moment, as that's the way the devs intend them to be. There is no such thing anymore as a full-on PvE lobby. But it does seem that solo versus trios does affect your normal solo PvE lobbies. Before I played this, my lobbies were perfectly fine, absolutely no issues all day. No PvP whatsoever. I didn't even see a raider flare. Now, let's try a different map here. Alright, we're loading into a matriarch raid just to see what's going on. Did we spawn anywhere near it? We're not too bad. Alright, let's sprint over and see what's going on in this lobby. There's a flare gone off already, but that just could be because of the matriarch. Nonetheless, let's make our way over that way. There's another raider flare. 2 raider flares gone up there. Let's go see what's going on over this side. Alright, we've got a good few flares gone off. Let's go up and see what's going on here if anybody's going to PvP me. Hello? Hello, hello? What happened?
I'm Snake Hoop. You heard the hip?
No, brother. Did you get killed by a player?
What?
How did you die, player? Oh, yeah, here we go. There you go. That tells all. Really? That tells all. That tells all. Very interesting. So solo versus trio seems to completely mess up your lobbies for today. So there you have it. If you are to PvP in solo versus trios, you will get put into aggressive lobbies when you go back into solos. That means I'm going to have to spend the rest of the day trying to get out of these lobbies. But nonetheless, that's all good with me. There you have it. Solos versus squads will actually put you into aggressive lobbies if you do PvP in them lobbies. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if you have done any testing like this, and if you had the same results or if you had any different results. I would love to hear it. That is all for now, guys. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you in the next one.